Republicans are planning to hold a vote tomorrow, another stab at getting rid of the president's health care law. Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel tells us Democrats spent much of the day today saying the effort was all about politics.
Ahead of a House vote to repeal President Obama's health care law, Republican leaders said the reason they're doing it is because the American people don't support the policy.
The president's law, as it relates to health care, is harming not only the health of the American people, but the health of our economy. As a physician, I can tell you that my physician colleagues back home have said that this is destructive of their ability to care for patients.
Democrats accuse their colleagues of refighting old political battles with the repeal attempt.
We are here simply killing time because everybody knows the Senate has already done away with this bill, so we know it's never going to become law. We're not trying to make law here. We're making political points.
Now that the Supreme Court has ruled the law's mandate as a tax, the House Ways and Means Committee addressed its new designation.
If this is now to be seen as just an option or a tax, not sort of a social stigma of breaking the law, you're obviously just going to make a rational economic decision. You'll pay the $695 instead of the more expensive premiums.
Democrats did not sound amused.
And I believe that this hearing today is a political stunt, just like tomorrow's repeal vote.
Republicans also held a hearing looking into the law's impact on patients and doctors. Congressman Trey Gowdy noted 17 million people will be added to Medicaid, which he argued is already overwhelmed.
Right now, less than half of all physicians accept new Medicaid patients because of the low payment rates and high administrative cost. Under the new health care law, enrollees will continue to overwhelm emergency rooms.
Doctors expressed concern about the 104 panels and boards associated with this law.
In my own practice, 2/3 of my employees are dealing with the bureaucracy, while only 1/3 of them are dealing with direct patient care.
The medical professionals were also asked to react to a familiar pitch the president made in selling the statute in 2009.
If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor. Period.
Well, that's obviously completely false.
In Kansas, you will not be able to keep your more affordable plan under the ACA.
Republicans acknowledge the only way this law will be repealed is if Mitt Romney is president, and there are more Republicans in the Senate. Although in districts where this law is unpopular, this vote in the House will put a lot of Democrats in a tough position. Brett?
And Mike, new concerns today about the impact on national security from defense cuts, or the so-called sequestration.
Well, that's right. We heard from Pentagon spokesman George Little. He used the word absurdity multiple times when talking about the threat from sequestration. Republicans here on Capitol Hill have accused the president of leading from behind and not tackling this issue head on. I spoke with Senator John McCain late today. He says he's having conversations with colleagues trying to find an alternative, but at this point there has not been a deal struck. Bottom line, there is concern about the some 1 million jobs related to the defense industry, and also obviously national security is at stake. And if a deal is not struck, there will be layoff notices going out to defense contractors in related businesses sometime around Election Day. Brett?
A number of Democrats and the defense secretary have expressed concern as well. Mike, thank you.